tell us what you're famous for.
Sorkin. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Well, depends on who you ask, but I guess my legacy was known for in 2002. I guess came into this scene. I started the company Burning Angel, which was not a company when it started. It was just a website, and then it kind of spawned into a company. So I guess, and there weren't. There were very few, if not any. I never want to say the only because I don't know everything that was going on, but there were very few performer-owned studios.
Yeah.
There were very few, performers behind the camera. And there were also, I guess it was like unheard of to put tattooed people in porn.
You had like the goth.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that weird? It's like I don't even like saying that now that's what I'm known for because it seems like such an obvious...
No, it's crazy that you actually say that. I was just talking to my homeboy, and when I'm at pool parties and things like that, when men like approach me and ask me, they immediately go to, "Are you a dancer?" And I was like, so I'm telling him this story about how they think I'm a stripper every time I go to pool parties. And I'm like, I guess my body. And he was like, no, it's your tattoos. He's like, a lot of dancers now are tatted the fuck up, and not many.
Oh, your leg, your butt,
my
your
whole. I had a half back tat. And he literally said
none back in the day. There was.
Wow.
I mean, I remember I worked at a strip club.
This is
in
new.
New York, especially. There was a strip club I worked at in New York, and I had to get like a makeup artist to
shut the fuck up.
Airbrush
but
my
wait,
tattoos.
That's your thing, ain't it? Like,
this was before I was,
so what was it? Ricks or Sapphires? There was a white club in New York City that not only did you have to have very small tattoos or undetectable, because two of my friends danced there, and you know both of them.
Some people just straight up wouldn't hire me.
They also told her she had to wear a wig because they didn't want girls with short hair at the time.
No, I could see that. Yeah, because the New York strip clubs were always very
that's what you were going to say, though. I thought you were going to say I'm known for being the tattooed girl because I remember
that was my claim to fame.
And it's such a radical
also just
look
kind
back
of
then.
opening the door for other tattoo girls.
So you were in the Stormy.
What?
You were in the Stormy era.
Yeah, that is what me and so and I started on the East Coast, but me and Stormy were really she's a good friend of mine. But we were like the only female directors. We wound up like being we would get like nominated for a lot of the same categories and stuff like that. So we had like a very friendly competition, but a friendly competition.
I love it.
And when looking at some of the Burning Angel stuff, it was always more
that name real quick, only cause. What made you go with Burning Angel in porn? Because we use Burning.
I know.
That's what,
I'm
like Burning Angels.
It came from I had completely not related to before I started porn. So I one of my first tattoos was a very big angel and devil on my back.
Okay.
And I don't know. It just
was that a word that was used back in 2002, or is it like something from our culture, like burning? That means you got something. Not good. It means you got an STD or something.
Right. I guess I was very innocent. This was way before my first chlamydia, many years before. Look, when I first started, first of all, to fast forward to the end of the story, most people know, but whatever. I did sell Burning Angel in 2008. 2019. So now it's funny. It's like I've had many, many chapters.
Hold on, you sold it almost 20 years later?
Yeah.
Wow. I know you got some money. So
she said, and do.
Okay.
What was your almost name?
What?
What was your name you almost, instead of Joanna Angel, what did you almost go with?
Well, Joanna is my first name. So I was just.
Is that normal?
No, it's not that normal, but there's a handful of girls that have that. I know, that
keep a part of their name.
Yeah. And I think it comes from like all of us have in common like kind of a humble place because here's the thing. The start of my career was very different than most people's careers. Actually, it's more common to the way people start now because now you have so many girls like OnlyFans creators, cam girls.
Take us back to the 1900s.
Yeah, now exactly. Take us back to when I had to walk to school.
No, tell us about the start. Yeah.
Now it's very common to just, be from anywhere and then
put it
kind
right
of
up on
explode.
Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. And you could be world famous without ever knowing anyone in porn or not even going to LA or meeting anyone in a studio. You could get a huge following and make a lot of money. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that was not common, in the 1700s.
What year did you start?
Okay, Burning Angel started in 2002. Yeah,
what about
2002.
your start?
So that was my start.
You
yeah.
opened your own company. You never made a porn before?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you was ambitious, girl.
But it's hard to explain it that way because it didn't feel ambitious. It actually felt like the world's dumbest idea. I mean, it felt like me and my friends were starting a band together or something. Like, let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
That's what you were saying. I did not realize you started. So your first scene was your own company.
Was my own company. I'm not going to call it a company at the time. It was
production, whatever.
What did Cat Williams say? It takes a lot of confidence you got to be real delusional to be real confident or something like that. To combine the two, and that's kind of what you're saying too. Is like
This was like an experiment.
They were like, what the fuck?
I didn't know anyone in the industry at all. You have to imagine this time. Let me take you back.
I know. I was 12.
Yeah, before Twitter, before Instagram.
It was right after the Twin Towers fell. Yep.
It was right around when
because I was in 6th grade.
Yeah, I was in college.
I'm trying to think of.
See, I'm old. I was very.
She was starting companies.
I was very far after 6th grade.